Hello everyone, welcome back. We have made our first signing as per Fabrizio and David Ornstein. Joshua Zirkzee from the Netherlands, the 23-year-old striker from Bologna, is a here we go and he will be signing his contract. We'll speak about that in today's video. We'll speak a bit about the Ligt and Yoro and what the updates are on that. And we will speak about Ruud van Nistelrooy and Leny being Ten Hag's new assistants for the 2024-2025 season. A lot has happened. Sir Jim and Ineos have made their decisions and it looks like Manchester United are on the right track. But of course, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and of course, any comments on what you want to say, please put it down in the comment section below. So let's get into it. Let's start with Joshua Zirkzee, who is and will be Manchester United's new striker to compete with Højlund and to be a rotational option. And at times when we do need a goal, he might just play with Højlund up front and in the attack. So Fabrizio Romano has said that Joshua Zirkzee to Man United is a here we go, and we will not trigger the release clause but pay slightly above 40 million euros with better payment terms in 3 years. We've never seen this type of dealing with Manchester United with the likes of John Murta and Ed Woodward. But here we are with newer people behind the scenes, and already they are making much smarter business decisions. I mean, normally we would have probably paid over the release clause, overpay for players who are already close to their retirement. But here we are signing a young player, and it must be said that he is the Serie A Young Player of the Year, which is testament to his ability. I mean, a lot of people wrote him off when he left Bayern Munich. I mean, a lot was kind of expected of him, you know, as a young player with world-class potential. But he never really lit the stadium up, you know, at Bayern Munich. But he certainly did develop as a player because of that. And now, you know, I know in the Euros he didn't play as much, but he certainly, most definitely, did make a name for himself in Serie A. Therefore, he gets the opportunity to come to United. Now, for me, he is a player that is ahead of development with regards to Højlund. You know, Højlund is a very good striker with bags of potential, but he didn't have that season away from a big club, considering he was always already his international team's #1 striker. Zirkzee is not that. He certainly had to grind a bit and develop a bit more behind the scenes before getting this opportunity now at Manchester United. But he is a very good striker, a very good goal scoring record, not one that will blow certain strikers out of the water, but he is a very, very capable player and will be very good for the way Ten Hag wants to play, especially with him being Dutch. Ruud van Nistelrooy, Leny also coming in as assistants. They are also Dutch, so he wouldn't be unfamiliar with the way Ten Hag would like to play. And of course, he himself was part of the Euro squad for the Netherlands, didn't get much game time, but that's not his fault. Ronald Koeman is like the Netherlands' Gareth Southgate, you know, so we have to really be mindful of that particular fact. With regards to his medical, and Ineos are moving quite fast. He's already in Manchester today. He's already having his medical done. So I would not be surprised if later on tonight a bit of a announcement would come. Not an official announcement in terms of him holding the jersey up and taking photos and videos, etc. But I do believe that there might be an official announcement based on the agreement between us and Bologna for Joshua Zirkzee. And I'm quite excited to see him play. It is said by Florian Plettenberg that he wants to have the #9 jersey, which is available since Tony Martial left the club. So I'm excited to see Joshua Zirkzee come in. And he might not be the only forward that we sign. It is also said that because of Greenwood leaving, and he might be going to Marseille or Lazio or Napoli as of late, who came in as another competitor to sign Mason Greenwood, we might look at someone like Ivan Toney. And he is a player that I do like as a striker, a very, very old school type striker. So bit of something to look forward to on that particular aspect. But for now, Joshua Zirkzee is having his medical today and might be announced by this weekend in terms of us agreeing with Bologna a fee for him. Now, I do have to speak about the Ligt, and a lot of reports have come out from the Ligt, of course, basically because, I mean, another Bayern Munich player, a fantastic centre-back in my opinion. We know that he has great ties with Erik ten Hag being his captain at 17 at Ajax, of course, and he's got so much experience for the Champions League at high level football. I mean, he was at the Juventus and then at Bayern Munich, and at both those clubs he won league titles and of course domestic titles and did well in the Champions League for both those clubs. So a lot of people are saying that De Ligt might be not the defender that we want or need, basically because they haven't seen him have a starting place for Bayern Munich as much as they want. But these are probably people who don't really watch German football, and they haven't really taken note of the fact that Bayern Munich have so many centre backs. And if you have that many, shall I say, world-class centre backs at your disposal, it is only fair that one of them are going to want to play for another big club because they back themselves to play for a big club. And this is Matthijs de Ligt. I mean, they are looking at Jonathan Tah, and he certainly hasn't been playing as of much, especially under Thomas Tuchel when he was the manager there. So Matthijs de Ligt certainly does want to start for any big club, and he can. He has that potential. He's only 24. There is a lot of improvement to do for him, for his game. And centre backs normally have their prime between the ages of 28 to 34, 35. So there is lots more to come from someone like Matthijs de Ligt, and especially with him knowing how Ten Hag wants to play, a settling in period wouldn't really be needed because of him knowing how Ten Hag wants to play. And of course, him being a leader, as I said, captain of Ajax at 17, and is very, very, very vocal on the pitch. A lot of people have spoken about him being too vocal in the dressing room, but we need those type of players at Manchester United. We've had too many crybabies and players with weak mentalities, and he certainly does not have a weak mentality. But of course, there is advanced talks between us and Bayern Munich. He's already agreed personal terms, as we know, said by Fabrizio, Ornstein, and of course Florian Plettenberg, who is very, very close to the deal. So it won't be long before we get a here we go from Fabrizio for Matthijs de Ligt for Bayern Munich to Manchester United, because things are quite advanced, and the more time passes on, the more it comes out that the deal is extremely close. So I would not be surprised if by this weekend we already have a here we go for Matthijs de Ligt. And another player that I would want us to get is Leny Yoro from Lille, the 18-year-old French centre-back, which is touted to be the next Varane. And you probably read it everywhere. Real Madrid does want him. They've already given him a contract. He's verbally agreed the contract as per Fabrizio and, you know, various French reports. But we did something crazy. We put in a bid for him, and our bid certainly made Lille accept it. They now are trying to push for Leny Yoro to join Manchester United because we have offered the better financial package. Real Madrid have only gone up to at least 20 million for him, and they basically saying take it or leave it. You either wait for us until you are a free agent next year, or you basically just get your club to accept the deal now. They did, according to Fabrizio, also have contacts earlier this week saying that they know exactly he's still their number one target and they want to sign him, but only based on their conditions. But Lille are trying to persuade Leny Yoro to sign for Manchester United and choose Manchester United because of the financial package that is much better for him. And in reports today from Sky Sports, it is said that we are not ready to give up on Leny Yoro despite his preference being a move to Madrid. Lille would prefer Yoro to move to Old Trafford, as United have met their 42 million asking price, whereas Real are yet to match the offer. So we've beaten Real Madrid financially for Leny Yoro, but he still wants to join Madrid as it stands, and it's quite difficult to get a player like him who already has his heart set on the club that he wants to join. And he would come in and compete with De Ligt. He would start next to Martinez for sure, you know, and we'd have a centre back for 5-6 years. And if Real Madrid still wants him and he wants to go, we can certainly have a very good profit on him because he will improve, and he is already a world-class centre back only at 18. So I certainly am excited to see how this one unfolds, because we might not have the upper hand in terms of the club that he wants to go to, but we certainly are showing how serious we are. And that being said, Sir Jim and Ineos have showed how serious they are with regards to changing things at Manchester United. Smarter business deals where we're not overpaying for players. We're buying players that are young, under 25, as expected, and these are players that have potential to become world class and take Manchester United a level up and to the level that we want to be. Now, it's not going to happen overnight, no, but with better players of better quality in our squad, we certainly can and will become a much better competitive team to take on City, to take on Liverpool, and teams in Europe such as Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, etc. These are teams that we want to be playing against on a regular. And knowing that we can still attract these type of players who have either world-class potential or are already at a world-class level for good value, then we certainly are getting back to the Manchester United that I very much love and know. Ineos are making good decisions. Keeping Ten Hag, extending his contract, bringing in the likes of Ruud van Nistelrooy and Rene Hack to come and assist him, shows their confidence in him and they believe that he can be successful. I believe he can be successful, but we are seeing better decisions being made by our football club compared to what we have been seeing in the past few years with John Murtagh and Ed Woodward and Richard Arnold, etc. at the club. Sir Jim, Ineos have done more in 6 months for Manchester United than what the Glazers have done in almost 13 to 15 years. So I'm certainly excited about the future of Manchester United, and I certainly am excited for preseason because it's starting on Monday, our first game against Rosenborg, and that certainly will be a game where we can see exactly what players are getting the chance from the academy to come through, the likes of Harry Amas, the likes of Toby Collier, who also signed a new contract just yesterday for Manchester United, and Ten Hag rates him quite highly as a first-team player potentially. And of course, there are other players, in the academy, and those that want to make an impression for the new season definitely will have to do so. Preseason is always exciting, you get to see a lot of different players, and you of course get to see a lot of different play styles based on experiments that Ten Hag would like to do. So I'm excited for preseason. Joshua Zirkzee is a year we go. The Ligt could be coming in soon as per Florian Plettenberg. And of course, we do know that we are going to be making more signings. It's looking exciting with Ineos at the helm, and we have to just take it day by day and give credit where credit is due. But thank you for joining me. Let me know in the comments what you think about Manchester United's transfer business so far. And of course, subscribe to the channel and share it to your friends and family. Till we see each other again soon, Red Devils. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. If you want more content on Manchester United, like, share and subscribe.